Okay.
I would like to call the Flint Board of Education regular board meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. Board members, as I call your name, please reply present for the record. Trustee King, Treasurer Luna,
Present.
Trustee Mullifer,
Present.
Vice President McIntyre,
Present.
Assistant Secretary Treasurer Booz,
Present.
Secretary Perkins,
Present.
myself, President McNeil, present. 6 present, 1 absent. I will now call upon Secretary Perkins to read the district mission statement and first statement and the standards of practice.
Okay. District mission statement. It is the mission of the Flint School District to develop a community of learners who are prepared to live, work, and contribute in an ever-changing society. The Flint Board of Education standards of practice. In order to provide outstanding leadership and better serve the Flint community schools, we, the members of the Flint Board of Education, commit to the following standards of practice. Number 1, we will be consistent in our dealings with each other as well as students, staff, and community.
We will model trustworthiness and honesty in our relationship with each other, with our superintendent, and with our constituents.
We will focus on a common goal of providing the best education possible for the students in the Flint Community Schools.
We will respect the diverse views that each of us bring to the organization, as well as the view of others that we interact with as we carry out the business of the Board of Education.
We'll be open and authentic with each other, our staff, and community.
As we work to make decisions, we will focus on issues, not personalities.
Our decision, go ahead.
Our decisions will be student-centered and based on objective facts.
We will practice good listening skills to better understand our fellow Board of Education members and constituents.
Thank you very much. I seek a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the April the 8th, 2025 Board Committee of the Whole meeting, April the 16th, 2025 regular board meeting, and the April the 28th, 2025 special board meeting.
So moved.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any correction? Seeing none, the motion to approve the minutes from the April 8, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting, the April 16, 2025 regular board meeting, and the April 28, 2025 special board meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. Board members, I call your name. Please say yes or no for the record. Secretary Perkins,
Yes.
Trustee Booz,
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre,
Yes.
Trustee Relaford,
Yes.
Trustee King,
Yes.
Treasurer Luna,
Yes.
myself, President Mike Neal, 7 yes, 0 no. The board will now hear comments from the public. We ask that you state the reason for addressing the board and that you limit your remarks to 3 minutes on matter within authority of the board and not address individual by name. The presiding officer of the board should have the right to limit the number of persons who may address the board on the same subject. Please state your name before beginning to speak. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to address the board? Seeing none. At this time, there's a misprint in here. This person is, we're skipping E. I would like to ask Superintendent Jones to proceed with the enrollment and recruitment initiative briefing.
Yes, thank you, Board of Education. Just wanted to update you on a few things. First of all, Mr. Greene will be doing his presentation in June per his contract. He will be presenting to you all in June. If there is a meeting that the board decides to schedule before then, I did talk to him today. He is willing to have any conversation that the board would like to have. So he is coming in June to do the presentation. He's been meeting with our team about data, and that's when he's coming forward.
Okay,
all right?
thank you.
Okay.
So what I wanted to make sure, I want to keep you up to date with our enrollment initiative and recruitment. I sent you today some of the work we've done so far. Myself and Ms. Montgomery was on Mid-Michigan Now yesterday. That's going to run for at least the next 2 months.
Good.
We also have 3 commercials that's going to be running as well so far. We're going to have more. Every school's going to have their own commercial that's going to be running to highlight, again, we're targeting the schools, not the district. As you all know, families don't join districts, they join schools.
Right.
So we've been in schools for the last couple of weeks since we talked, filming and making sure that we had our media team. Ms. Kim Willis has been very, 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 very busy making sure that things are happening. So just a brief video of some of the work that's going on, just one of the videos that we're putting out tomorrow, along with school videos that you're going to see after that. So Stephen, I want you to play this video, and then I want you to show the Holmes video as well. And also, before you do that, tomorrow we'll be on the radio, myself and Ms. Montgomery again, talking about the recruitment efforts. We're getting some feedback, and we're going to take down the data of what it looks like, how many views and all of that information that you asked for. We're taking that information down as we go. Before I show any videos, are there any questions about the enrollment and recruitment initiative that we can help with? If not, you can always email me, you know that, or give me a call. We have yard signs coming. Ms. Booz, I know you've been asking about that.
Good.
We're getting the event list together. So if there's events you want to participate in, let me know so that you can be at the pop-up events and tables as well. Everyone's going to be a part, the principals, community school directors, attendance agents, central office, everyone. Yes, ma'am.
That's a good point you made. In the event that if I want to be at an event, would I have accessibility, maybe like and pick up a table or something like that? Or
I wouldn't let you pick up a table, Dr. Joyce, but we can make sure that,
we have what we need?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just give you a call ahead
Yeah,
of time.
and let me know, so if we can have a teacher or a
Okay,
principal
good.
there as well, if there's an event that we believe that will be impactful for the district, just let me know.
Okay, thank
So
you.
here's one video just highlighting the north end. 2 videos that's gonna highlight the north end. Showing some of the up-to-date work at Brownell. This video here is for social sites, TikTok, Facebook, X, and it will be on our website as well.
Flint Community Schools is still the best choice.
And the next video is one of our principal videos that's in draft, but I wanted to make sure you can see the draft.
Yes.
Hello, my
One
name
of the
is
best.
Donetta Moore. I am the esteemed principal at the Premier Middle School, Homestead Middle School Academy. Hello, my name is Donetta Moore. I am the esteemed principal at the Premier Middle School, Homestead Middle School Academy. Homestead Middle School, chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. So we are proud to announce our first class of inductees was held May 14th, 2025. We look forward to another great year with our inductees and those that are to come. Well, at the Premier Middle School, Homestead Middle School Academy, we have brand new classroom furniture. All the classrooms have been painted. We have new lighting. We have new HVAC system. Therefore, we have air. So on the hot days, we under the air conditioner. We have a brand new office in the front. We have a secure vestibule. We have upgraded technology. We have updated our gym facility. We are enrolling students now. You can come in, you can go online, you can start the pre-enrollment process. We look forward to having all new enrollees for the 2025-2026 school year. We want all your children, bring them on back here to Homestead
That's
Middle
what you're
School.
going to hear on every video.
Yeah.
So we wanted to highlight the
Flint Community
principals
Schools
and the
is
school,
still
the
the best
kids,
choice.
instead of highlighting the district. So those are just a couple of videos. Every school will have one. We're just underway. We're underway. And so we just wanted to make sure you all were able to see those. Any questions or thoughts?
Yeah, Superintendent. Is there a way that you could send that video out to the board so we can post it on our own social
Absolutely.
media?
Absolutely.
Great.
Superintendent Jones.
Also, when you talk about the STEM, some of the parents may not know exactly what that means. If you could put that in there about the 6 weeks to 8th grade,
Okay.
that
Sure
would
will.
be important, I think.
Mr. Jones, I would like to see paraphernalia, the jackets and the logos in either the students and those that's talking. I think that would make a statement
So
also.
some of our students in their spirit wear.
Spirit wear, and then the administrators or teachers in I guess everyone has a fleece or something with Flint schools or something like that. I think that will help also.
All right. Thank you,
Sounds
Board
good.
President.
Thank you. Please continue with the action item.
All right. I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 1.13, Personnel Recommendations.
Madam Chair,
Yes, King.
I make a motion to approve item 1.3.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions?
I just
Madam
have-
Ch-
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Trustee Luna?
Yeah, I would just, wait, is that me? Okay. I was just gonna say, I think it's a good choice, the individual you picked, but also the position will be very useful as you move forward with these new initiatives, whether it be enrollment, this high school, the ongoing and future renovations, and just having better help for you to lead the district. So, good job on doing that and getting that filled.
Thank you.
You got it.
Trustee Relaford?
All right, I just, questions just for the retirements and also the resignations. I didn't see those.
Questions on the, say that again, I'm sorry.
Retirement, and there was one retirement, looks like, for the district, and then we had 2 resignations. I didn't see that. Maybe I overlooked it.
Ms. Montgomery, she's asking for the, say it again? It was in last week's packet? Okay, okay. So, Ms. Beard, please make a note to make sure we send that to the board members from last week's packet. Thank you. Does that help, Ms.?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
Are there any more questions or comments? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve Resolution 1.13, Personnel Recommendations, will be conducted by a roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve the motion. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booz?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.8, authorization to move Neithercut to Freeman.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve Resolution 11.8, authorization to move Neithercut to Freeman, be conducted by roll call vote. Board members, I call your name, say your yes or no for the record. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
And myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
All right. I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 11.9, authorization to move ALA to Southwestern.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve Resolution 11.9, authorization to move ALA to Southwestern will be conducted by roll call vote. Board members, as I call your name, please say yes or no for the record. Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Booz?
Yes.
Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
Madam President,
Yes.
I seek a motion to batch items 11 point, is it 11?
11.8?
No, no. No, we already did 8 and
11.10.
9. I wanted 11.10 through 11.19.
Okay, hold on. 11.4. There's a motion on the floor to batch 11.110 through 11.19.
Yeah.
19 is.
11.19, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's supported by King.
Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
my reason for batching is we had a very lengthy discussion last week during the cow, and I don't think any other questions came up. So just, that was my reason for requesting a batch. Thank you.
Is there any more questions? The motion to batch 11.10 to 11.19 will be conducted by a roll call vote. Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Rutherford?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no.
Thank you.
Now,
Madam Chair,
oh,
I make a motion to approve the batched items.
thank you.
Support.
It's been properly moved and support. Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I just have one comment. I don't know when in the future, but maybe sometime in the future, you and the superintendent, if a lot of these items were discussed thoroughly in the cow, can we maybe put them in a consent agenda where we just approve it in one kind of vote? Again, I know we haven't done that these last couple of years, but just something to consider in the future if a lot of these questions have been answered. Because essentially a consent agenda is approving the batch items, but just using that different phrase. So just, something to consider in the future.
Based on the board, I think that's a good idea, especially after we conducted in the cow. I don't like doing batches during the cow because I like for the public to hear everything, and it's not fair that we batch and they don't get an opportunity to hear it. But once we do cow and we're coming in here just to do action, I don't see a problem doing a consensus agenda, but it's the pleasure of the board.
Thank you.
Any more comments? I think that's it, right? Thought I did. Oh. We did, okay. The motion to approve the batch 11.110 to 1119 will be conducted by a roll call vote. Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Booz?
Yes.
Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
And myself is a yes, 7 yes.
Okay, I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve item 21.20, approval of consulting proposal from Dr. Wanda Cook Robinson.
Madam
moved.
Chair, support.
It's been properly moved and supported. Is there any discussion? I lost my place.
And would the board like to hear from Dr. Cook?
Yes.
Yes.
If you can come up, please,
page was that?
Dr. Robinson.
Let's see what page that was on. What page was that?
Ms. Cook Robinson.
Right before this.
Yeah.
And then what page is there? The proposal is on page 81, if you want to have.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My mic is on, but I don't know if I need a mic. I'll use my teacher voice,
Okay.
if that will work.
That's fine.
I'm glad we bring it around.
Are there any questions, board members, that you have for Dr. Robinson?
Yeah, I do. Dr. Cook Robinson, can
Yeah.
you explain the mentorship program with the MASA?
Yeah, with
MLT, right.
MLI.
MLI, there, come on.
Yes. MLI provides coaches, executive coaches, and support for sitting superintendents. But each program is unique. What I will be doing is sitting down with Superintendent Jones, and we'll be looking at his role as superintendent. Then we'll look at his skill set in each of those areas, and we'll decide where he needs support, where he does not need support. We'll talk about the basics, the ABCs of being a superintendent. As you know, no superintendency is the same because the context is different. So he and I will put together a personalized plan of which he will be able to share with the board. And he will be able to tell you, these are the things that we're going to work on in phase 1, this is what we'll work on in phase 2, and then he will also be able to come back and share with you, these are the things that Dr. Cook and I worked on. And then he can tell you, I didn't like this and I didn't like, he can tell you how to do.
Okay.
Sounds good. Are there any more questions or
Good
discussion?
question.
Madam Chair,
Who said, oh, trustee Rutherford?
is it Cook Robinson or Robinson?
Cook Robinson.
Okay.
But I answer anything, including
No, no,
Dr.
I'm
Mommy.
gonna call you what the government wants you to be called or what
All
you
right.
earned. Hearing that, which is a great thing, from my perspective, we have a lot of vendors in the district. And and I actually sent this to Mr. Jones today. And I don't know, but I would ask that if there's any overlap, to kind of streamline, because we have a lot of moving pieces in the district. And my ask of you is, are you able to say, we don't need this?
Am I able to?
If you see something that we don't need, I'm just gonna speak for me, can I depend on you to say, we don't need this?
If I'm empowered by the superintendent to do so. Understand, my role in the district is to be a tool to the superintendent. If he empowers me and lets me loose, I will definitely do that. In fact, Kelly and I have already started looking at some ways that we think some things should be interdependent.
Okay.
That are there.
Okay.
But again, I am not an independent agent that comes to Flint and starts to make decisions and those things. But if he empowers me, as I work with Kelly, to identify those things and forward it to him, I will absolutely do that.
Will you make suggestions?
Yes, if
Okay.
I'm empowered to do so. I want to be clear. I'm his tool. If he says, Dr. Cook Robinson, this is the area that I need you to work in when you're working with Kelly and the team and all, then I got to stay in my lane. But if he empowers me to get out of my lane a little bit, I will certainly, I will do that.
All right.
I guess one of the things, you don't know what you don't know, and with your experience and being a consultant for him, he can only get better by utilizing your experience in some areas and just hearing your wisdom. I mean, you've been there. So I guess you coming on, I'm looking at you as an asset to the district to kind of curtail some back steps that we may, run into, because we got a heavy lift coming these next 3-4 years.
Absolutely.
And to have Superintendent Jones as sharp as possible and to be able to delegate things to keep his focus on the main thing, which is student growth also. But, he's going to be stretched. So I'm just looking for you to come on to be able to help, you know. And I guess for me, I don't want you to feel like, well, I can't say anything. I mean,
Okay.
that's the purpose of you, you know, being here, because you can identify some things that we will be oblivious to. So I'm in full support of you coming on board, but I just want you to help us move the needle, if you will. Thank you.
Again, you know, I'm a tool for this superintendent, but, you know, when he and I are having our sessions together confidentially, I might say some things to him that I might not say publicly.
That's
And, you know, he will internalize those and look at how he wants to use those. But publicly, when he sends me out in the district, he has to empower me to identify those things. The staff has to know that that's my role. He has to empower me and tell the staff that, and for me to bring it back. But what most impressed me to take this on was that when I met Kevlon, he's not afraid to say what he doesn't know.
That's good.
He is not afraid of that. And I said, I can work with that, because, you know, some people know everything, if you know what I mean. But he is not one of those individuals, and if he doesn't know, in fact, we've had some conversations, and he said, I haven't experienced that. What is that like? And we have those conversations. So if the board will empower him to empower me, that would be great.
You got it. You got it. Trustee Perkins?
I just wanted to say, I really like the name of the new Flint Community University High School. I thought that was really, you know, a drawing card. And I really like that. I think that'll give incentive for the scholars to come.
Well, we're going to need our vice president to help us with the University of Michigan Flint. I'd like to see the University of Michigan Flint. I'd like to see Michigan State. And for the engineering, I want to see Lawrence Technological University. If you're familiar with Lawrence Tech down in Detroit, they're in
Yeah.
the top 5% of engineering colleges in the country. And I had lunch with their vice president yesterday and told them about Flint, and they're ready to have that conversation.
All right. Well, praise God for that.
Yeah, I think we all know your like background and resume, but could you just share a bit of highlights of what is your experience in K-12 education?
How much time y'all got?
You just go
I would
ahead.
love to. I would love to. Well, let me tell you a little bit about my credentials. I have a bachelor's degree from Michigan State University in special education, go Green, with a minor in fine arts and social studies. I have a master's degree from the University of Michigan in curriculum, go Blue, curriculum development and supervision. I have an ed specialist degree from Wayne State University with approvals as a supervisor of special education, a teacher consultant of special education, and director of special education. I have a PhD in instructional technology. My PhD was in program evaluation, and my minor is organizational development. From there, I taught for a number of years, 10 years, special education at Macomb Intermediate School District, where I had an opportunity to teach special ed, emotionally impaired boys, 11 and a half to 17. And from there, I went to work in curriculum and moved over to Oakland schools, from Macomb Intermediate over to Oakland, where I became their curriculum resource consultant. There, I worked in professional development, training, and particularly training and professional development with adults. While there, I held several positions, including Department Director for the Instructional Services Unit, and then Assistant Superintendent for Performance and Instruction, and that was for the entire county of Oakland. I then was promoted to Associate Superintendent, and from there I went to Southfield because I wanted to be an urban superintendent. So I went to Southfield as their Associate Superintendent for Curriculum, because curriculum is my first love, and was able to move into the superintendency, and I was superintendent for Southfield Public Schools for 10 years. While we were there, we were the first in Michigan to do AYP in a fashion that earned us a credential. I developed University High School, which was a partnership, again, Vice President McIntyre with the University of Michigan Dearborn, where we had two schools. I had a University High School, I had a University K-8, MacArthur K-8. And those two schools were feeder schools. Our first year, our University High School made the top 10 in the state in their graduating class. And you can imagine when you get parents to want to come and do a new school, it was like twisted arms. But the first graduating class of 66 students earned $3.6 million in scholarships, including a Gates Scholar. My regular high school, which was Southfield Lathrop, where I had 400 students, only earned 3.1. So very, very successful. From there, I decided that when I grew up, I wanted to be an ISD superintendent. So I went back to Oakland schools, where I became the first African-American woman and individual to be an ISD superintendent in the state of Michigan. I was very proud to be able to assume that position, and I had 28 local districts, 21 charter schools, and about 240,000 students. While there, I was fortunate. I was Superintendent of the Year for the state of Michigan in 2013, a national finalist for that position in the country, and then in 2021, I was Superintendent of the Year for AASA in the country.
Oh, Lord.
I was also, you scared me. I was also recognized by Cranes in 2021. Every 5 years, they recognize the top 100 women in the state, and in 2021, I was named in that cohort along with our governor.
So, Madam Chair, the reason I asked to hear about her background is because we got friends, people, we work in politics. Anyone can call themselves a consultant. I mean, like, I can call myself a consultant right now. I'm not. But this woman has a deep experience, both academically, but also leading multiple organizations, schools, districts. I want the people to know that we're not hiring just someone off the streets. We're having someone who's very experienced, who can work with our superintendent to advance our students and their achievement.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else?
Madam Chair, I want to go after her. I just want to make one comment.
Oh, let me get Laura, because you spoke before.
That's
and I
fine.
don't want to. You sure?
It's just one thing.
Okay.
We have Kettering, I cannot not admit we have Kettering University right around the corner from us, which is one of the best, so we got.
So we need to get them involved.
Yes.
I
Right.
hear you.
They are recruiting. We have, I think I saw in the last 2 years, we had 3 students that got a full ride. And I think one of our graduates last year, he won the Bill and Melinda Gates. And I think we're doing very well in recipients, Flint schools, with the Bill and Melinda Gates. So I think from top of my head, I can count about 5 scholars
Okay.
that have won it throughout the district. So we definitely got some good fertilizer soil for you to get your hands dirty in. So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Booth.
Yes, Dr. Cook, I had a chance to meet with you and talk with you in December.
Yes.
And you provided us with a lot of information. And I want to thank you for taking time to come, to share with us that Saturday. It was a long day, but we had great conversation. So I feel confident in you, helping us to lead us to a successful school.
Thank you.
You spoke, Trustee.
And thank you so much for braving the bad weather and the rain to come here at the invitation of the superintendent. And I'm really pleased that you're just able to be here. I know it's not necessary, but it's very much welcome. I would love to just highlight the fact that we had, at least in my opinion, an incredibly energetic, empowering meeting Saturday morning, a workshop that was public, but we only had one member of the public who was able to attend. So I just kind of want to say it in this meeting as well, to say that we had a lot of excitement. We had a lot of stakeholders. I'm sorry, Monday?
Yeah.
I'm saying, Monday.
Saturday was exciting too.
Saturday was exciting too, okay. Monday, I'm losing track of my days, I'm sorry. I've been out of power since Thursday night, and it's kind of put me in a loop. But yes, and also referencing our retreat, our board retreat that you were at. So it's not like you're a stranger to the district. You've been here helping us do the work kind of behind the scenes. I know you've been a big supporter and cheerleader. It's helped in our relationship with the GISD, with Dr. Tunnicliffe, and also with the MDE because your reputation precedes you. So having you on our side helps us secure the grants, secure foundation money. You're kind of the glue that's helping us, pull things together. And when we talked about the campus, the possibilities
Yes.
that are there for this district, you said something I've been saying for a while, that there's a window of opportunity, and we have to take advantage of this. We owe our community, we owe our students, we owe our family, we owe Flint this work. We finally have a chance to build something great, to bring community schools back. We had, another discussion about that. We're going to make a new high school, maybe a campus, involving the cultural center, the planetarium. I mean, the sky's the limit, but we also need input from the community. This is a community project.
Right.
And I've always said that even if you don't have students or children who go to the schools, community schools is about community, right? It's about adult education, continuing education. It's about just having a space for us to come together as a community. And so I just kind of wanted to highlight that because, not everybody can make all of these meetings. Our board retreat was open, but that was a while ago, and it was also a little farther away, and then our Monday night. So we're going to try to have as many meetings open to the public, to get people involved, and we're calling out to the public to get involved because this is a very exciting time. So thank
Absolutely.
you.
Seeing I'll be the last one. Well, go ahead, Ms. Perkins.
I just wanted to say, I wanted to know what was the name of the national award that you and Sister Tracy Davis got.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the Effie Jones Award. The Effie Jones Award is given to an African-American administrator who has presented their district in a positive light, and they have accomplished something innovative in their district. And I received it back in 2021. Effie Jones was one of the first African-American superintendents in the country. She is in the congressional record of 1989, along with the 22. But an interesting fact, the first African-American woman superintendent came out of Michigan.
All right. And what year did Sister Davis get hers?
I think she got it in 24, 25. I was on the stage with her, so it must have been this past year.
Okay. And I just got inspired. I mean, with all your credentials. And when you specialize in curriculum, I think that's the heart and the crux. And when you also said you weren't worried because Ms. Davis is expert in data,
Yes.
that really, drove it home for me. And that's why I made the statement that since you weren't worried about that because she was there, that made me feel real good and real safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, all these accolades and stuff, but the reason we're speaking like we're speaking because the public did not get to hear a lot of things that was going on in the back. And when we first started this initiative, trying to have a retreat, in order to have a retreat, we had to bring people together that was torn apart. We had to build a relationship up. And we started out with a game. I just want to let you know how we got here. Rolling, what do you call it?
Rolling, not scrolling.
Her husband invented this game because we wanted to be able to work with our partners. And down through the years, there was a big wedge against us. We had our own ideas about who these peoples are. But her husband and a friend invented this game. You couldn't be on your cell phone. You go from table to table. We had Beecher, we had GISD, Hamady, Superintendent Luna Cliff, and we really got to know each other. Trustee King was there, some of the board member was there, and we started building that relationship. And one of the president at GISD, then we started talking about a retreat. But we had to be a relationship before we can get to where you was at. And we began to build in that relationship. We had to retreat. We wanted the public to be there, but we needed space and place where we can have those conversations. And then I met with Dr. Rice a few years ago when I was the president, and I had a little powwow with him, but he gave me information. Everybody that has came forth in my presence, I took their advice, and he began to teach us how to be a relationship and how to work with our superintendent. So here we are now. We're at the retreat. I really appreciate you, what you have done for the first time in I've been on the board 5 years. I can say in the first time in history that we have, you have something to say? Oh, I thought you were saying something. So for the first time in history, we have an opportunity to be a certified board. Took a lot of work. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we took a nice initiative that in order for, we just didn't want to be traveling, just going on, a lot of times you go on trips and stuff, but we want to make it rewarding worthwhile. So all our board members became a level 1. We have probably level 2, 3, and 4s, probably going into 5s. So, working with Superintendent Jones, we began to build this partnership and relationship, and now it's just time for the public to really see why we was traveling, what we was doing. We was building relationship. Mr. Parker told me about you, and then and so when the top people are telling you who to talk to, and then we went out to Vegas and get this call. This lady called me, and they called her, and it happened to be Tracy Davis. You need to listen to her. So I think we got a great, great big team here. You're working with the superintendent. I'm one of the quickest persons. I have an MPA and all of that, and PhD, but it's okay to say I'm ignorant of certain things. And we've been running these boards the same old way, and I think that she does the board. She doesn't cross over right now. So she's training with us. I have learned a lot that we're working with and we're doing. So all because it started with the retreat. Building that relationship. And I have to say, Superintendent Jones has been with us, working with us, and now we're going to the greatest phase of this retreat is getting that building up. So I appreciate you. Nice seeing you again.
Well, thank you.
I don't have any more questions. We just want to keep going on and on. Mr. Jones, do you want to say a final remark?
I think it's all been stated. The mentorship is a piece of the work, really getting us ready for programming for what the future looks like for Flint Community Schools, trying to bring an end to the drop, where we are finding that our scholars are leaving at the 6th, 7th grade level. That is a big piece of the work of why we have Dr. Robinson here, is making sure that we're looking at models in this district that will work. And with your Empowerment Board of Education, Dr. Wanda Cook Robinson is going to be supporting me to do that, and working with our new CIO and our academic department to make that dream a reality.
Okay.
Already did it.
She's already, okay.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve item 21.20, approval of consultant proposal for Dr. Wanda Cook Robinson, will be conducted by roll call vote. Board members, I call your name. Could you please say yes or no for the record? Treasurer Luna?
Yes.
Trustee King?
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre?
Yes.
Trustee Relaford?
Yes.
Trustee Booth?
Yes.
Secretary Perkins?
Yes.
Myself, President Mike Neal, 7 yes. The motion passed. Continue, Mr. Jones, academic. Is we on it? Yeah.
Resolution 25.3, I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 25.3, authorization to implement the minor services policy through the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Nurses Grant FY '25.
So moved.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no further discussion, the motion to approve Resolution 25.3, authorization to implement the minor service policy through the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Nurses Grant FY '25, conducted by roll call vote. Secretary Perkins.
Yes.
Trustee Booth.
Yes.
Vice President McIntyre.
Yes.
Trustee Relaford.
Yes.
Trustee King.
Yes.
Treasurer Luna.
Yes.
Myself, President Mike Neal, 7 yes, 0 no.
I seek a motion and a second from the board to approve Resolution 25.4, authorization to roll out lab testing policies.
So moved.
Support.
It has been properly moved and second. Is there any discussions? Seeing no further discussion, with the motion to approve Resolution 25.4, authorization to roll out lab testing policy, will be conducted by roll call vote. Board members, I call your name. Could you please say yes or no for the record? Trustee Relaford.
Yes.
Trustee King.
Yes.
Treasurer Luna.
Yes.
Secretary Perkins.
Yes.
Trustee Booth. Vice President McIntyre.
Yes.
Myself, President McNeil, 7 yes, 0 no. Let's end that part. Board members, we're going into remarks from individual board members. Do any board member have any comments or remarks before we adjourn?
I do.
Trustee Perkins.
I want to say that the award ceremony at at Grace Emanuel yesterday was just super. I was so proud, especially that one young man, I can't remember his name, but he got so many awards. I say he's going to have to bring a wagon or something in here to
Wow.
carry everything out.
Jacoby.
I was just, Jacoby, I was so honored and proud of the entire room. And Pastor, Superintendent Jones ended up serving food
Oh, wow.
before it was all over. And he allowed Trustee Rutherford and myself to speak on behalf of the board, and I thank him for that. It was a great time. It was good to see as many scholars get awards from every A&DN. And then we had a alumni from Northwestern, Vosberg was his name, and he was from the class of '65. And he spoke really well and gave out a lot of scholarships. And it was just blessed. And there were many parents there also. And it was just blessed. And I just thank him for the opportunity to speak last night.
Any more comments from the board? Seeing no further comment, the Board of Education will hold its annual budget hearing on Wednesday, June the 18th at 5:30 p.m. at the ALA. This meeting is adjourned at, what time you got?
7:16.
7:16, can't get no better than that.
Cheers to the back, please.